the selfish giant. In a large castle with tall grey walls lived a giant who owned a magnificent garden. It was filled with soft grass, stunning flowers, and trees that bore the juiciest fruits. Every day, children from the nearby village would sneak into the garden, laughing and playing between the blossoming trees, making everything feel alive and happy. Birds sang sweetly, and the trees themselves seemed to dance gently in the breeze. However, the giant, who had been away for many years, returned to find the children playing in his precious garden. His face turned red with anger, and in his most thunderous voice he yelled, "Get out!" He couldn't stand sharing his beautiful space with anyone else, so he built a tall, unfriendly wall all around the garden, putting up a big sign that read, "Keep out." Without the children's laughter and playful energy, the garden became very sad. Winter arrived, covering everything with a thick blanket of snow. The once happy birds left, and the trees, now silent, no longer bore fruits. The garden, once a paradise, was now stuck in a never-ending frigid winter. All while outside the walls, the village enjoyed spring and sunny days. The giant, lonely and shivering, regretted sending the children away but didn't know how to invite them back. One day, something magical happened. A tiny child somehow managed to find a way into the somber garden. As his little feet touched the ground, flowers bloomed and a gentle warmth spread everywhere. The child, with innocent eyes, approached the shivering giant and gently took his hand. The giant felt a warmth in his heart, something he had never felt before. Love. His grim face softened and a tear rolled down his cheek. He realized how selfish he had been. With his massive hands, he lifted the child high so he could sit in one of the tree branches, which immediately blossomed with vibrant flowers and juicy fruit. One by one, more children found ways into the garden, each bringing with them the joys and colors of spring. The trees chuckled in the wind, and birds, singing delightful tunes, returned. The giant, with his heart now filled with love and happiness, played with the children, and his booming laughter echoed through the land. The giant had learned a precious lesson. Sharing with others and spreading love was the real magic that made his garden beautiful. He took down the walls and the mean sign, inviting all the children from the village to play in his garden whenever they wished. The children, their parents, and even their grandparents spent sunny days playing, chatting, and laughing in the giant's wonderful garden. And so, the giant lived out his days in joy and warmth, surrounded by friends and the magical garden that was always in a perpetual, beautiful spring. The children, in return, shared stories and brought him handmade gifts, and they all lived happily, sharing endless days in the enchanting, friendly garden. The moral of this story is, sharing and kindness bring happiness to ourselves and others, and it is never too late to choose to be kind and loving.
Join our community of kids who love to learn and have fun by subscribing to our channel.